Rippity Doo-Dah here. This is the second episode of Hunting the Yellow Monster. So we're opening Fleer 91 packs. Of course, we're gonna take one fresh. Fresh wax pack here, and then we're going to open our first. I don't even know what you call it. The big fat pack, the Super Jumbo, the Jumbo Cello. But this is one of the green ones, 53 cards, 4 stickers. But at any rate, we are going to start with a wax pack here. And look at that, I'm seeing the first video we started with Montreal Expos logo, and now we got my favorite team here. We got the Brewers logo out of the way early. So there we go. We're not going to be chasing that any longer. Got a Milwaukee Brewers logo, and I'm going to have to get used to turning these around. Look at that, Darryl Strawberry. That's a strong start already. Kevin Wikander. Luis Aquino. Don Paul. Randy Kutcher. Luis Salazar. Oh, Lee Smith. Look at that. There's a Hall of Famer for you. Rafael Palmeiro. There's a guy who would be a Hall of Famer if it wasn't for the juice. Carlos Hernandez. Well, statistically he would be. I mean, without the juice, who knows? Jimmy Creamers. Jose Reggio. He just kind of disappeared out of thin air. Arm injuries, if I remember correctly. But in 91, this would have been a hot card coming off that World Series victory the year before. Kevin Brown. Man, that's early in his career. He was around for a long time. Yeah, we're 3 seasons in at that point. But he pitched into the 2000s. Signed a couple of big contracts. Nick Isaki and Mike Marshall. All right, let's see what we can do here with this Jumbo Cello. We're going to be careful because this is the first one of these that I have opened. So I would like to preserve the pack for posterity here. But I don't know if we're going to be able to get in and save this one. Let's see. Oh, okay, you know what? I just got the top popped off. That's not what I was trying to do there, but am I going to be able to do this? Oh, there we go. That's a nice rip there. Okay, all right. Well, I see that we've got 2 Lee Smiths now on the back here, but let's start with the logos. That's just a nice. Look at that. You know, a young Rippity would have been just so excited to get one of these. So let's have fun opening and opening it and looking at the stuff today. Got some team logo stickers. Got the Atlanta Braves on there. Love that Pittsburgh Pirates from the 90s there. Got the Astros, the Orioles, the Red Sox. And look at that, we get a mini Pirates one on there too. All right, we got Roberto Kelly and these did not do too well. They got really dinged up. That's too bad. Doesn't look like we have anything outside of base in here, but I don't know. These ones might end up getting replaced if I get duplicates here at some point. We got Roberto Kelly, Willie Wilson, Kevin Belcher, Ryan Sandberg, but there we go with the ding. That's really too bad. Pete O'Brien, Chris Hammond, Bip Roberts. I love that with the umpire. Oh, it's really too bad. The dings are hurting my soul here. Dave Bergman, Dave Hansen, Daryl Irvine. You know, I'm kind of loving just seeing all of these uninspiring cards. Kevin Tepani. I don't want any big names on these. Vaughn Hayes, Donnie Hill, Jose Uribe. Having trouble holding these. Here we go. Tom Browning. I think it's every card in the pack almost. Yeah, there's like a couple in the very middle. Rafael Belliard, Tim Wallach, Steve Farr, Alvaro Espinoza, Hubie Brooks, Steve Bedrosian, Dick Schofield, Dave I have no idea. I'm not even gonna... Mahorsic. No clue. Tim Leary. Gerald Perry, there we go. I think that's the first one that doesn't have a ding in it. Pete Incaviglia. John Mitchell. Oh, there's Tony Gwynn, my first Tony Gwynn. And there's a little bit of a mark on the corner, but the corner doesn't have a ding, so that's actually that's pretty lucky there. All the other ones, they protected Tony Gwynn. Darren Dalton, Nelson Liriano, Randy Veras, Candy Maldonado, there we go. Daryl Boston, Mike Greenwell, I think, is that the second one of him in this pack? John Cerruti, Mike Walker, Harold Baines, Jeff Perrette, Adam Peterson, Drew Hall, Jeff Reed, Randy Tomlin, Mark Williamson, Mike Scott, that's interesting, and doesn't, this one appears to have survived pretty well too. Dan Pasqua, Keith Miller, oh, Paul Molitor, it's Paul Molitor, there we go, that's a big one. Oh, there's a bit of a ding at the bottom on it though. It looked all right from the top. This pack did not, it's a little off center as well. This pack was not taken very good care of over the years. That's really too bad. Vince Coleman with another one. Mike Moore. Jim Vatcher. Luis Soho. Rudy Sinez. Milt Collier. Look at that. They're all really. Mark Whitten. Nick Asaki. Bob Welch. And Lee Smith. So, I mean, and the Lee Smith was like one of the smaller dings in it. That's really too bad on that. So we got some good stuff in the first one, but the dings are a little bit a little bit disappointing for me. But that's all right. The bulk of the cards that I got here, that was the only one of those packs that's the jumbo cellos that I bought from that particular seller. So maybe the other ones that we have on the way here will be a little bit more. We'll have a little bit more luck. But Scott, Maldonado, Liriano, Dalton, Gwynn, Incaviglia, and Perry were all at least fine there. All right, that hurts my heart a little bit seeing these glorious yellow babies all dinged up. But it was you live and learn. We've opened a cello pack now, and maybe these jumbo cellos we'll have to keep an eye on the others to see if it was even worth getting those. But at any rate, hopefully we'll have a little bit better of a rip next time. But this time we're all right. We're doing good. We're having fun. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Have a good one.